Hello, hello, hello. How is look at that, dead smack. Yeah, you gotta figure this out. This is interesting. How is everybody doing? Top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night to one and all. We have got something special today I want to talk about. This is gonna be a fun stream. Very fun. I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. As always, Wednesday, I'm usually joined by just Jorn, but today I'm joined by Santa because it's getting close, and I want to make sure that all the kids that are watching, they got to make sure they're nice, because if they're naughty, he's checking that list twice.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right. So I'm gonna jump into it. Thank you, Lance. Thank you so much. I'm gonna jump right into it. Literally, poor people are negative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did a post. I did a post on Facebook. Let me say what I posted, and there's a lot of people that are commenting, but they're reading into the post too much. I just want to start this off in saying that it plays a little close to the heart, so I'm sorry if I do get emotional. But I really sympathize with batteries. I really do. I really do. Batteries. Why is that funny?
You can have an emotion towards an object, but I'm interested.
Well, they're just like me. They're never included in anything.
Oh. do the drum roll. You gotta do the drum.
Oh, that's right. We got an echo. Hold on. Let me fix my audio. Okay. I gotta fix my echo. Hold on. That wasn't good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. All right. Echo should be fixed. All right, echo should be fixed. Okay, so yeah, all jokes aside. All right, so that was a good one. All right, okay, this is what I said. I said, why is it always poor people that spread toxicity? I've never heard or seen a wealthy troll go on another wealthy man's stream to say negative bullshit. Jealousy, maybe? And then, of course, there's a lot of comments. There's people that say, thank you so much, Jenna. And yes, Jordan, thank you so much. That is so nice. You guys make my day. It is. That's beautiful. But why is that? And I think this is a really good topic because both of you are in that bracket. Okay, I think that it's fair. It's fair. You're not super wealthy. No? Why's that funny?
That's true.
You're in the bracket, right? Like you're both. Thank you, Matthew. You're in that bracket. But obviously people are commenting as I'm poor and I don't spread toxicity. That's not what I said. I didn't say that all poor people spread toxicity. I said that when someone spreads toxicity, it's usually poor people. I've never seen, and someone brought up Andrew Tate. You guys know who Andrew Tate is?
Oh yeah.
Matthew, you okay? You're trying to situate your... What is wrong? Did I offend you because you're piss poor?
No.
Well, you know what you got to stop doing? You got to stop giving the toys out to the kids. Sell those shits on Amazon. I mean, it fixes your wealth problem.
You have no idea the overhead of those elves and those reindeer. It's a
Stop
headache.
giving them overtime then. Stop
That's
paying
it.
them overtime.
Yeah, you work 9 to 5. Christmas Day, that's the only day of the year. And you get paid $6 an hour. That's it.
Cookies and milk.
That's it. That's your payment. So how accurate do you feel that is, considering both of you are not, I'm sure neither of you consider yourself wealthy. You live in an average home in Belgium. It's a piss poor country. It might be wealthy. I don't know. It gives its money to all these other nations. But how, and people use the argument of Andrew Tate, but it does not validate what they're saying, because the way that I see it is I've never been, let's just say, on a stream, and I've never had a wealthy person come into my stream. And I'm not saying that I'm wealthy, but I've never seen a wealthy person come into my stream and be like, yo, your house dainty as shit. You seen mine? Yeah, never. It's always somebody that lives in the ghetto or doesn't have anything or doesn't get something off my wall out of my pocket for me to send it to them, but that exudes to me impoverished. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people are gonna.
So another claim you could make is that the people that are poor or less wealthy always expect a handout, which you don't really see with the wealthy people.
And then why do they expect handouts? Because other people give them.
Well, they expect the people that are better off to take care of them. Not all poor people. I'm just saying a percentage of that, and the percentage is rather large.
Yeah, it's the you're better off than me, so you can afford to give me something for free.
Yeah, that
Mindset.
kind of mentality.
Yeah, because the argument could be said is when I looked at the messages, I'm not trying to judge the country. I have not looked up their global or the market value or their market cap. But when you look at the Philippines, there's a lot of people from the Philippines. I'm from the Philippines or Indonesia, and it's a lot of those. So I can only think that it's those countries that don't have much that either expected, and we're talking about I forget the expect of impoverished people expecting things. I think it's a matter of if someone's wealthy, first off, the last thing they're going to do is go to somebody else's stream and talk negative. You know why? Because he's doing something to make more money.
He doesn't have time for that.
Right.
Is it the people out of the impoverished countries that tend to go haywire or nuts or start making drama in streams and stuff? Or is it the people from the normal income countries that are on the low end? And
here's a better argument. Here's one that's good, and this is going to attack a whole bracket of people. That's fine. I'll get over it. When you look at it's called the Boit. I don't know. We've talked about this lightly. The bottom of YouTube. Basically, it's people that are like moms or fathers, and they live in trailers, and they live in like a mobile home. Look, I'm just calling it the way that I see it, man. It's not a matter of I'm not stereotyping. I'm not profiling. I'm telling you what it is. It's the bottom of YouTube. It is the people, and where is the most amount of drama in that bottom of YouTube?
Yeah.
Why? Because they have nothing but time on their hand, or hands. It's plural, right? They have so much time. They don't know what to do with it. So let's just spread negativity.
Yeah, but you can do something positive with that time, or it doesn't need to be negative, right? I have a lot of time on my hands. You don't see me going around on other people's channels and spouting nonsense.
But that's what I'm saying but you'd be, and I understand that, and I get that argument, Matthew. But what I'm saying is, it's the people that don't have nothing, and the reason why they have nothing is because they have all that time and they don't do anything with it, right? You understand? They're not going out working. They're not gonna go retile someone's bathroom floor. Mm-hmm. For lack of better terms, they are a drain on society.
Well, you could say bottom feeder.
But even a bottom feeding fish is probably the most active fish in that fish tank.
Yeah, but it's happy with scraps. But it's true, but it's happy with scraps.
That was good, by the way.
That's perfect. But in that scenario, it's a basic thing. So that fish has no dreams and no aspirations. It also doesn't get jealous of the bigger fish having more food to eat.
No, he likes the bigger fish because that means more food for him because he gets to eat more shit.
Exactly. So there's balance. There's no jealousy. There's no, I want what you have. I'm good. I'm just surviving. If you're poor and you're happy where you're at, then you won't spread toxicity because you're content with what you have, and then you're
Sure.
just a normal person. You won't even realize that you're that poor because you're in your situation. You have your house, you have your food, you're content. It's when you start looking to what other people have and you let that jealousy
Go back to
grow
the
into
bottom feeding
something.
fish. Hold on. Go back to the bottom feeding fish. That's a really good example because that bottom feeding fish, I don't think we know how fish think, but he would never get jealous that. Do you think let's go like this? Let's just say there's a bottom feeding fish, and we can't say if you add another bottom feeding fish because that doesn't work. But if you put more fish in that tank, I guess using that analogy, then it also works for them because the more people that are rich, the more people they have to hate. Or when I'm saying rich, let's be clear here. I'm not talking about millionaires. It's talking about people that are well off. Like they have a house, they have a car, a nice house. Let me try that again. They have a house that's over $500,000. They have a car that's over $80,000. I'm being oddly specific here, but I'm because I'm trying to highlight me, but it's not just about me because you couldn't find, if you go to any stream on YouTube, and it's somebody that's wealthy, you'll never see, let's just say Logan Paul. We all know who that is, right? Everybody knows who that is. Matthew, or no?
No.
Okay.
Really?
Andrew Tate. You know who Andrew Tate is?
Yep.
Okay. Or whatever. You're Bill Gates. I'm just going to use somebody big. Bill Gates streams. What's the guy from Apple? Tim Wolonak. What's his name? Tim Scott?
Tim Cook?
Tim Cook. You won't see Tim Cook go into Bill Gates shit and be like, man, Apple is kicking your ass. No.
They have better things to do.
Exactly. Yeah. Yo, that's what I'm saying. You're not going to see that. Now, you might see the guy from Razer, the Asian dude from Razer, show up in Bill Gates' thing and be like, if you just hurry up, I can build more laptops, right?
Mm.
So, but it's not going to be an attack on the person. Do you get what I'm saying? It only comes... Stand by. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Hello? What's up? Yeah. Oh, that's Steam?
In the defrost cycle is it'll shut the fan off and then you start to see that stuff there, but it is normal operation. But I don't want you concerned. What I would do though is
what about that poofing it's doing? The booming that it's doing after it's done?
Right. Yeah, it's probably the compressor. I'm gonna come look. I just want you to know I don't think it's out of gas or anything, but if you guys need it to stay comfortable, but I'm gonna come see you from Mormon, by the sea. I'll give you that heads up.
Okay. Yeah, because it's only doing it on the one. It's not doing it on the other.
Right. Well, they're gonna do it at different times, regardless.
Okay.
The newer ones will run a little different, but I'll take a look. I'll just.
Yeah, if you could just give it a peruse, just give me a pat on the back and tell me everything's okay, then I'll be fine.
Gotcha.
You're the man. Thanks, Dan.
All right, buddy.
All right, brother. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry about that. That was about my AC. Yeah, we'll talk about that. That's a fun situation. Okay, so back to the poor people.
What are we gonna do with them? Like, should we put them in camps?
Right, and then what?
Give them to Belgium.
So many people. There are some people that had really good posts on it. I don't know if you guys are looking, and it's odd how many people come out of the woodwork to defend their impoverished situation. And I'm not saying there has to be poor people. There has to be wealthy people. I don't know if there has to be a middle class. I would say that there has to be a rich and there has to be a poor, right? Because one balances the other. The people in the middle are just, and that's usually the average, right? Or maybe depending on where you're from. But you brought it up the other day, John. What happened? Somebody came into my Twitch stream and they were like, "Hey, meat face." I don't even know how that's an insult. Hi, chicken nose. Like, I don't even know how you respond to that. But then he said, "Why don't you?" Do you remember what he said, John? Do you want to take it from there? What did he say?
Don't you get a? It was. Why don't you get a real bike that doesn't do all the work for you?
And then what did you say?
My comment was, once you get a certain type of wealthy, you can buy yourself stuff that does the stuff for you, that comes with it,
Like a maid, like a
like a maid,
gardener,
like a Roomba, a couple of Roombas,
like a chef, right? Like that. But for some reason, though, that's a negative thing. But do you think, here's a better question. Do you think a wealthy person would say that to another wealthy person?
They probably do it jokingly. Like, you still got the G5?
I got the new G650, bro. Like, you're so last year, man.
That color is out.
Yeah, they don't make that gray model anymore. It's only white and black, so it's time. But it might be a joke. It's not the goal. And oh God, this is gonna be rough. Also, look at wealthy people. How many wealthy people do you see committing crimes?
Define
Hold on,
crime.
because you guys are pretty intelligent. You're gonna say like wire fraud. Okay. How many people do you see committing crimes that hurt others?
Well, define hurt others physically or
No. Like individuals, like not as an entity, not like a government, but like I would hurt you. I'm wealthy, and you're poor or wealthy, and I do something that directly affects you, like a violent crime.
violent crime. Oh,
Yes.
So not Ponzi scheme and
No.
and
Not a pyramid scheme, not a Ponzi scheme. No, something that directly hurts you physically.
Unless exploitation is one of them.
Okay,
exploitation.
that's a good one.
And
Okay, or
It's not
child.
really aggressive.
No.
It doesn't need to be an aggressive crime.
Yeah, but then you have child trafficking. That's usually
Yeah.
Is that rich
Yeah.
people or is that
Mm,
yeah?
Yeah, it's poor people trafficking. It's
But then rich
buying.
people that buy yeah. Ooh.
That's
So,
more like
but
a
that
free market
stems
thing.
though. So that stems though from the poor people.
yep.
Oh yeah.
Because if it was the other way around, they would just remove the poor person and just offer that family, here's $20 million. You understand? So, okay, those are good examples. Okay, fine. How many poor people do you see taking over towns and try to beat other people up? You remember the whole
This
riot
year
thing?
alone? This year alone?
Yeah, this year alone. You see that a lot, right? Like you'll see fights in the ghetto. You'll see fights over soup. You'll see fights over things that aren't even necessities. TVs in a store. You don't see wealthy
why
people
is
doing
that? Why is that the first thing you go after?
I have no idea. I have no idea. You could say to flip it. Wouldn't you rather go after a bank? Like,
Not only that, like if the world is coming to an end, I'm not going after a TV and a PlayStation
Nope.
5. I'm going after food.
absolutely. I'm going to a Publix and I'm going down the meat aisle or cans.
Yeah.
Probably cans would be better, and which will be all gone by the time I get there.
Canned food.
The
drink.
TVs are probably
So
the
even
first
their
things that are going
priorities,
out.
even the people,
wrong.
and again, we're not saying all poor people. We're saying people that are. I hate using the word, but toxic poor people.
I think a lot of people read something different in what you posted. They make it personal while it's not meant for them, and then you get those responses. Oh, I'm not, and I'm poor, and
Although there is a narrative being spread around, which I actually agree with, and that it's being poor is a mindset. And I'm not talking about the fact that you can be rich without all this stuff. No, that's some spiritual bullshit I'm not behind. I'm talking about the fact that you yourself can get yourself out of that. And I think the toxicity comes from the realization that you either don't have the fortitude or the mental strength to pull yourself out of there, or willing to put in the time and the effort to pull yourself out of that situation. You'd rather be on YouTube complaining about it with two people watching you.
From very poor to normal status, I would agree. From
Yes.
normal
No, I'm
level
wealthy.
to
I'm not talking about wealthy, just pulling you out of poverty, stabilizing
What do
your,
you? So what do you?
your
When you
environment.
say it's a mindset, explain the mindset a little bit more. So if you make
Like you
$10,000 a year, you are by definition poor.
Yeah.
10 grand a year?
Yes. I'm a little above that, thank God.
Right, but
What I
okay,
mean-
but hold on, but you have value though. You bring value to the table. One, you're a worker. You work every day.
Yeah.
2, you pay your bills. You pay your taxes. 3,
Yeah.
you have a house. 4, you have a significant other that you care so much about. 5, you have aspirations to move to America and work. That is not what I define as a poor person. If you were just making 10 grand and you sat online and you just made negative comments on people's YouTube, then yes, you are poor. You are poor, miserable, and negative. And you will never get out of that hole.
True. The mindset thing to me comes into place when, like you said, there's a riot going on. I'm going for the TV. That's just stupid decisions. If you make 10K, you really don't need to spend that money on a brand new 55-inch OLED TV. There's other stuff you need first. And it's prioritizing the list of wants versus the list of needs that will make you poor forever. You always go after the things you want, not the needs, and you think long term, short term instead of long term. And then you stay in that cycle. Well, you got the TV, but well, they're taking your house or your car.
So is the
away.
reason
I'm
why
just-
maybe they grab the TV when there's a riot is because they know that they'll never be able to actually get that?
Yep.
So because it's open game,
That's it.
I can get the TV?
Yep. Yeah,
or they can
but
flip
it's
it.
still stupid.
I do.
It's
I
so
thought about that. Do you think they try to flip it?
It's
Yeah.
Some of them,
yeah,
probably.
maybe.
Yeah. What I mean, one TV, like 5 PlayStations. What are you gonna do with 5 PlayStations on your arms? Like a stack like this, and what are you gonna do with 5 of them? I could see one, and you wanting to use it, but not 3, 4, 5. I don't know.
But then again, we are both poor. If I would see a couple of people running in the store and stealing, I wouldn't go, let me join in.
But then that person that feels that mindset will never get ahead in life.
No, because
you're not. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. You're not gonna. I'm not saying that you won't lose your job. You won't become poor overnight. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you wouldn't all of a sudden, whatever. We'll just say 30 grand a year. Okay, 30 grand a year, 25 grand a year, which is lower middle class, but it's on the bottom. But let's just say you lost that. If there's a riot tomorrow, your first instinct would not be let me go rob, or I don't even know what it is, robbing, but it's rioting. Let me go riot a Walmart with everybody else and go steal a TV. That has to be built up, if you will, to get to that point of desperation.
I think you need a specific mindset. You need people
Sure.
with a specific mindset.
And that may be what Joan was talking
that
about.
point.
Maybe that's what he's
But
talking
if
about,
it-
a mindset.
if it's true desperation, I want to believe in this. But why would you go for the luxury items? It would make sense if you went, I'm beyond desperate. I'm just gonna raid a Walmart. I'm going in. I'm gonna carry as much hams as I can and run out. That would make sense to me because that
The
comes
food?
from I'm poor and I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
Right. So that goes back to the old saying that if you're poor, as many values as you have, obviously a poor person just watches because they downvoted it. If you're someone that robbed the TV, if you logic doesn't even exist. If you have so many values and you're a distinguished individual, distinguished might be a far fetch. Is it okay to steal from others to feed your family?
Distinguished goes out of the window if your belly is aching.
Yeah.
I used to have a summer job in a big shop, and there was a little lady we knew. It was a little lady, an older lady, like the bent type, from working all of her life, and her pension was next to nothing, and we knew that she would come in and try to steal some meat or something, really just meat, or not batteries, not anything expensive, food. So she was a nice lady, she was distinguished, whatever you want. Uh, but when your tummy is rumbling, I think you're willing to do a lot.
Yeah.
So stealing's okay.
It's not.
So then what do you do? Go back to the ghetto days of World War II and them stealing. Is that okay?
Was prevalent. Doesn't make it okay, but
What the
can you
fuck is that?
understand it? Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
car alarm.
I was like, okay.
Someone's
Right.
stealing
Whether
it?
it's prevalent or not, is it okay?
It's not
Societal
right,
law.
but it can be understood at some point.
So should that person be punished?
Yeah.
They're feeding their family though. They have no other option.
In a perfect world, they shouldn't have to.
No.
Then that's where the government comes in and hands out checks.
No.
Oh, but I don't agree with the checks.
Well, when I'm saying checks, I'm talking about like a welfare check where you can only buy food.
Oh, okay. I agree with that. Because here it's
So people
actually
want the
money.
government to help them out in times of desperation, but they don't want it any other time. It's kind of like God.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a great example. People complain about taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. But when you need something from the government, you quick to jump on that train. Oh, sort of like when people go to a cemetery and pray to God just when they need him, but they don't thank him when you get something good. Oh.
Yeah.
So it's just the same. Government and God is the same.
I
When
never
government
complain
or
about
God
taxes.
tells you to do something, then it's something that's completely different.
It's a little different. I
I
feel
have
like
no
people
problem
listen to
with
God
taxes.
before they listen to the government, but
Well, the other one is more trustworthy.
right, the other one doesn't take your taxes. Yeah.
When was the last time you caught him with a hooker? I mean, it's been a while.
I think it's such a valid statement, and I want somebody to prove me wrong. I want to see an example of somebody that goes to it, and it's oddly specific. Or you don't even have to go to a YouTube stream. Give me somebody that is whatever, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Elon Musk that's probably the best you're gonna find. Where I don't even think he does this. Where he attacks somebody else because just to be negative, either in an interview or just talk negatively about somebody else, saying that the way that they got money, and the argument that you're gonna say is Donald Trump, because I just thought of that in my head. Okay, but he's trying to prove a point. Like he's trying to get you to pick a side. I think there's a little bit of a different narrative. He's not going to do that by himself. He does that because there's an audience. He's not doing that because of him. You understand? I don't think that's the same.
I don't know if even like Elon Musk, if he would,
No.
maybe when provoked to defend himself, he would. But like I just saw some video of him taking down a reporter that was asking stupid questions, but he did it in a civilized and a
That's
really
what I'm saying.
calm way.
That's what I'm saying. They're not. I don't want to say bad, but they're not. I hate using
Nasty.
that word. Toxic. They're just.
Yeah, they're wealthy and intelligent. Combine that with confidence.
And usually
Ta-da.
impoverished people are stupid.
Yes.
Because
And
if you were
usually-
smart, you wouldn't be poor. Oh, that just hit a nerve.
And usually
agree.
toxic people, they don't want to do better. They want other people to come down to their level. in the toxicity. They want to spread the toxicity. It's not like they're gonna be the other way around.
You know you're bad with toxicity if you see somebody when they're down and you don't even want to help them up, you just shit on their face or kick them while they're down.
Yeah.
That's like next level.
Yeah, but why is that not acceptable?
Why is it not acceptable to kick someone when they're down?
Yeah. No, wait, I'll explain myself better. But because on the flip side of that, when people do become successful, then it becomes okay to start trying to kick them back down. You see, you can't kick someone down when he's already down, but you can pick him back up. And then when he reaches a certain level, then he's too good for you. And then we'll start, as a society, try to kick him back down. And that
Yes,
is
that
acceptable.
So you're not asking why. So the question is in layman's term, break it down like I'm watching Barney. Okay, 3 years old. You're asking me why is it not acceptable to kick somebody while they're down?
Yeah, but it is on that other spectrum. It is acceptable. Then
I don't think it's
same
acceptable
person.
that way. I don't think it's acceptable either way.
No,
If
but that
you're
other one
down,
is accepted societal.
look, if you see a homeless person on the side of the street, and I'm gonna go help them out. You guys know me. I'll buy you a sandwich. Even if you want some liquor, I'll get you some liquor. If that'll make you happy today, fine. So that wouldn't be my first choice. I'll get you what you need. But either way, if that homeless person, you start helping out, and they're taking that money that they're getting and they're investing. I don't know how, but they are, and then they get successful. This has been a true story. Someone has done this. I can't remember the black guy's name that was homeless, and then he ended up getting super famous. Not the voice guy, another dude. And he goes around and does motivational speeches. The people that helped him get back up should be proud, but also should not ask for recognition. You did that. Why did you help him? Did you help him to watch him succeed, and then you want to take the credit for it? Or did you help him just out of pure sympathy alone? If it was sympathy or empathy, empathetic towards him, and you want to help him out, great. Don't be upset though when he goes past you. Give him a high five and say good job.
See, but I think it's jealousy, because you're not going to be jealous of the homeless person. You are, however, going to get jealous of the guy with $30 million in his bank account doing good.
Why? Because he's better. But even if it wasn't homeless and it's just a regular dude, you're always going to be jealous or envious of a person that says something more than you.
Yep.
Why though? Why?
Human
I don't
nature.
know that.
You have, I want as well.
I don't accept that answer. I think that's a ridiculous. If it's in our nature to hate on something or dislike something because somebody has it better than us.
Yeah, but the problem kind of starts with you have something more than me. I want it as well, but you worked
can't
for
get
it,
it.
and I want to get it for for
But
free.
what if they
doing
didn't
nothing.
even work for it? Remove that out of the equation. They were just handed a check for $30 million. You should still be proud for them.
Yeah, but
I
that's
used
even
to
worse.
but I used to dislike people that were handed things. You've had everything handed to you. You had this house handed to you. You had this handed to you. And it's honestly, and I'll tell you, see, I can admit my flaws. That's jealousy because I wish that somebody would just hand me a check for $30. You can't blame the kid that's spoiled. That's not on him. That's on the parents that or whoever gave them that money. So why be angry at that person? Because they didn't
they
have to
are-
work for it?
They are even easier to hate, right?
Yeah, because they didn't do anything to get it. You just kind of...
And especially when it comes down, if you see some people getting that financial step up from their parents and then mess it completely up or waste it
There's a certain
on
person I'm
dumb
thinking
stuff.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, me too. Maybe it's the same person.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Sure it
And
is.
then just throw away all the opportunities that they have been given. That I wouldn't say it constitutes as hate or jealousy. It's just there's a little bit of anger involved because if you would have been given, or me or Matthew, been given the same tools we probably would have done more with it. And then it's not really jealousy, it's more like anger. Like, Jesus Christ, man, there's people dying on the street and you're just using it all for this.
Okay, but use this as an example. Someone that wins the lottery, okay, they didn't work for it, and they win.
Same.
You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I wish I was that guy. So, but the argument could be said is subconsciously, we know that they put in money to get that, so it makes it okay. Versus if you are a family member and your aunt dies, uncle dies, you get left all these millions, you're entitled to that. You didn't work for that. Maybe that's why we exclude people that win the lottery, as low as that number is. But we exclude that because you just got lucky.
That would
Also that, and a lot of people that win it after X amount of years, you can look it up. The most amount is the UK probably that has the most amount of winners. They're all broke again. So I'm not really jealous because they don't know how to spend it.
we're talking like winning some money versus you earned it or you.
That's completely different.
Yeah, I'm curious about, would people be more inclined to think that somebody that won something has to give them something back than somebody that worked for it?
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
Give something back
But
to
then-
who?
Family, friends.
Friends, family, whoever, the guy in the street that doesn't have anything and he knocks at your door. Hey, I know you won the millions and help me out.
Oh my. Well, first off, yeah, you guys have, say the word, Matthew. Correct me. Say the word.
What word?
Anonymity.
Anonymity. No.
Do you guys have that when
Yeah.
you
Yes.
Yep.
when the all right, so we don't. So you can't have, no one would know that you won the lottery. So using your argument though, we don't have the remain anonymous thing in Florida. You win, your name gets posted. So you're saying with your argument that if someone knocks on my door, hey, I saw you won the 326 million, can you hook me up? I should do that?
No, but I'm willing to bet you're going to have a lot of telephone calls and a lot of mail, emails, and a lot of people trying to get that money off of you for some reason, and they feel entitled because you won it. You didn't work for it. That's the same with you. You inherited it. You didn't work for it. So people have even less sympathy or respect for a person that wins anything or inherits.
What's the definition of work for it? Like physically work for it?
Yeah, physically or.
Well, I mean, if you won the lottery, you work for it. You put money in, and it's not like you just got a free winning ticket. You have to put something in to get something. So
That's the lowest amount of effort, right? It's just you pick some number.
Yeah, lowest amount of effort and the most amount of hope. Like that.
Yes.
I mean,
I mean,
they're going
you
hand
can
in
be a
hand.
homeless person and still win the lottery, right?
Yes.
You get $5 from a passerby, and
Has anybody ever won the lottery and actually became famous or invested that well? I'd be interested to see that. Like someone that literally turned their life around 180 and
you probably
boom.
wouldn't know.
No?
They're smart enough. They're smart enough. I wouldn't
I think
advertise that.
most of them
even
get
if
into
I win.
trouble. Most of them get into trouble, even
Well, that's
after.
because you spend more than what you can maintain. That's always the case. It's like even with singers or rock stars, they get all the money. They think that money's going to keep coming in. Then they keep feeding it. And then they're like, oh, I can buy this, I can buy this, I can buy it. And then they're like, uh-oh. I'm out of money.
That mindset. You're now a wealthy person with a poor person's mindset. So your wants will conquer your needs, and then that's how you spend poorly and you become poor again.
That's weakness of character, because
That's a mindset. You can
but
take out a poor person and put him in a wealthy area. He won't become suddenly rich.
Yeah, they've tried.
Or give him all the tools.
Yeah, they've tried.
Mindset. Well, it's not good for a relationship or marriages. That's a fact.
Oh, but money though, money always. Money doesn't make you happy. It doesn't. No, not at all.
It's better to cry in a Bentley than a Lada.
Well, it doesn't make you happy, but it surely can make you sad when you don't have any.
That's why it's, and you have to use the counter argument to that. If the lack of it makes you sad, the presence of it makes you happy.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Look, if you can't pay your mortgage and they're going to take your house,
When it's
you're going to be depressed. Oh, yeah. But the second you get a scratch off and you get $20,000 to whatever, pay your next mortgage for the next 5 months, what, you think you're going to cry more? You might cry out of happiness, but I don't think depression is going to be a big deal anymore.
No.
I'm willing to bet more people in the world are unhappy because of the lack of money than people are unhappy because they have money. That's
True.
gotta be.
So
a
do you
no-brainer.
think those impoverished people, okay, take any of those people that are on YouTube that we're talking about in the beginning, take any of those people that are talking negative, go to these things, spread toxicity, if you were to essentially, if they won the lottery, do you think that they would still go to those channels and talk to all those people?
Maybe they would come out of the basement.
Say again, they would what?
Maybe they would just get out of the basement at their mom's and have something other interesting to do with the money.
Right, what I'm saying is, would they go back in there and still be part of that community, or would they just go away? I'd say they go away.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over time, they would go away.
They might go in, brag to everybody, I won the lottery. People are going to beg them for some of it. Yeah, I remember I was here when you needed me, all that. And then they're just, because like wealthy people associate with wealthy people. They don't associate just like poor people associate with poor people. Middle class tries to associate with expensive people, luxurious people, so they can figure out the tips and the tricks of the trade. And then they try to disassociate from the poor people because they don't want to go that way. Welcome to society.
And then there's another good point. Poor people have a lot of time,
Too much time.
and wealthy people don't. So they don't. So the wealthy people have a lot more money, and they envy the time the poor person has, and the poor person envies the wealth, but doesn't want to give up the free time they have. So we
Either
have
one or
that
the other.
problem as well.
Oh, I got a good one. Oh, I got a good one that goes, oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. Look at all the ex-hazers. This is like killing off my own here. Hold on. Hear me out. Look at the people that still donate and are still here. We wouldn't say that they're poor. They're also not wealthy, but they're still here. The people that were in the lower bracket all disappeared.
Lack of funds.
Do you get my message I'm saying? So, like, wealthy people associate with wealthy people.
Uh-oh.
Do you get my message here? Like, am I...
Yeah. It's clear. It's clear. I may be poor, but I'm not stupid.
Right, but no, I think that's odd. I think that's odd because you can't. That's proving that you can't associate with the other if you are one.
But that's normal, right? That's normal. If you are always
No,
looking.
if we're friends, Jorn, me and you are friends. We both, whatever. We grew up together, me and you. We've been chill for 25 years, 30 years. Whatever, however old you are. I don't even know. 36. Who gives a shit? I see you. We're at the same level. And I see you get successful. I'm not going to abandon you and be like, oh, you don't need me anymore. Now, you might abandon me because now you got a whole new bracket of friends that are in that bracket that you're wealthy and rich now. So, no, I don't think that that's normal. I think it's normal if it's somebody that you just met on the street.
The only counter argument I have, I tend to agree with what you said. It's just after a while, and it doesn't have to do anything with the wealth per se. It's just you grow apart because now your mindsets are so, like, you couldn't relate to what I'm experiencing every single day. We're not talking about expensive jet skis and I'm buying yachts. My mindset towards work and getting my wealth is completely different than yours. So over time, we wouldn't have anything to talk
Common.
about. So you drift apart.
I think it's
Wow,
also
that's kind of
the
deep.
knowledge,
It's kind
the
of deep.
knowledge of, if you, let's say you have a 30 million, 50 million on your bank account. You won, Jay. You won. Huh. And you keep hanging around with the same people, you're never gonna know if they like you for you or if they like you for the money. And when you go to other people, when you get to a societal higher place with people that also have that 50 million in the bank account or that 80, or that are comparable to your wealth,
That's fair.
they don't have anything to
That's
gain
fair.
by being nice to you because you have 50 million. So I think it's also that you go to
So
people
the money buys the friends.
at the same level, so you know
Oof.
it's for you.
Yeah.
Oof. So money can buy friends.
Oh yeah, I can buy anything.
That's also, that only works one way, right?
I don't even have a
Because
counter argument to that. The only thing that I could say to that would be, I don't have anything to where. My only argument is that if we're friends before you get that money, in theory, I would think that we would still stay friends. There are actors that are millionaires. Okay, there are. Kevin Hart. Okay, and he still hangs out with the people that he, went to school with and grew up with. So that still happens. That friend though that is in that lower bracket can't expect anything from the richer friend, though. You understand? You can't.
Yeah.
I get. At the same time, though, me being a friend with a 30 million, I'm going to take care of you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put you on my bracket. I'm not going to give you half my money. But I'm going to take it just out of. When you die, it doesn't come with you. So if I got 30 million, you don't even have to ask. I'm just automatically going to say, hey, what do you need? What do you need? Or what do you want? Better off, right? Because you probably have everything you need. What do you want? I don't think a lot of people have that mindset. They're very selfish. They're going to take that 30 million and probably wipe off the rest of the people that
I think you would also be surprised if you get a bunch of money like that. People you called friends are gonna show their true colors.
really, even if you've been friends with for 30 years?
Yeah. Money does strange things to people. Look at the inheritance. That's family.
Yeah, with a family go like that Jerry Springer thing, yo, oh my, your dad just died and you just called him a piece of shit and an asshole. Over money? Oh, this is what you are.
And it's not like he gave them nothing, right? Because he helped them in life.
He gave him a
money
house.
in
He said,
life.
you could have the house, but all my money and all my liquid assets are going to my black children.
Surprise.
You just dropped the microphone and the stage fell apart all at the same time. Like, and you can't even argue with it. You got the last word in, bro. That's it.
Yeah. But the fact that they're actually waiting until one of the parents perish to get wealthy is
There's a lot of people
weird
like that.
mindset.
There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah. I don't expect anything.
See, I don't agree with that.
anything.
The guy in the chat over there says family is the first. I don't agree. I don't think that family should be first at all. I think the first person you should take care of is yourself. That's it. Before anybody else. Anybody else.
It's
Then
a
the
plain
people
thing.
you know who got your back and who you can count on.
I say
Because
go
your
to the
family-
people that you knew when you were poor. This is what I would think you would do. You win the lottery. Go when you were poor, they supported you. They were there for you. They were your friend. When you had nothing, they were there for you. Those are the people you take care of. For me, it's the exact opposite. Family would be the last people. I would take care of the homeless person somewhere in Palm Coast before I would touch my family with money. I wouldn't give them a fucking cent. I hate to curse, sorry, but I wouldn't give them a penny.
In a normal situation, maybe, but your family can just be as toxic as any other dude. So
I think I'm gonna keep a lot of the money when when I win. There's a very short list of people that I'm gonna help out. Ah, yeah, I agree. I 100% agree.
With what?
Family
The
sort of-
family? Take the
Yeah,
money?
he didn't mean family is the
Yeah,
first you should take care of.
I
They're the
agree.
first
The family
ones.
will be the
Yeah.
first one to be like, oh, I heard you win. I've been looking at these shoes. Well, good for you. Keep looking.
yeah,
You ain't
Maybe
gonna
you
buy
can
them.
Get them when they're in sale. No, very short list. Very short list.
Strange how the money the world revolves around money and anything, bro. Anything, you name it. It always is rooted by, and they say if the money. Hey, here's a good one. If the money is the root of all evil, you guys have heard this?
Yes.
Then why are churches built on that?
Well, that's not really.
That's a legitimate question.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
an organized religion, man. That's not the pure form of a religion. I can never. Well, I've been digging now. I need to open my mind.
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
found a page that he went around and said, "Hey, so when I'm gone, you have to start building all these places, and you have to generate income to maintain these places, and you have to have gold inside of the churches." Never found that. It got corrupted, man. And once people get involved, it got corrupted. The purest form of that religion, yes. What exists now, it's something else.
I mean, they send out a basket for you to put money in it to get new shingles. So
It's guilt tripping.
can you name one thing you can have in life that's worth having that doesn't cost anything? Costs nothing. When I'm talking cost, we're talking about money. Even love. Just pick something.
Yeah. It still takes money. I was gonna answer something legit for me, and it sounded stupid, but it still takes money to get there. Sunshine.
The money.
Yeah.
I'd say health, but that's not completely true because if you're unhealthy, you need money to
live longer.
Yeah.
Take Steve Jobs, prostate cancer, not prostate, pancreatic. That's a rap, Jack. I don't care who you are, you're dying. Right? Period.
And it's usually months, and I think he stretched it to a couple of years.
And how do you think he did that? You don't think that had anything to do with money? Come on now. And that's what people say is money can't buy health. No, but it could keep you alive longer. I'm just look, if you got enough of money, you need a kidney and you can't find a donor, I guarantee you go somewhere in South America and put $1 million on the table, you get a kidney. You get a kidney in 20 minutes. Oh wow, that's $20 million. Hold on 1 second. We got some kids in the ward. They're probably not going to make it another week. Bring Johnny up here. We're going to talk to Johnny with cancer. Is that too dark? I'm sure that happens. Everybody has seen the movie Hostel. Look that up, how real that is. Just look it up.
Very.
I think you're going to be surprisingly shocked. That is a very real thing.
organ trade.
Yep. Not even organ trade. If you can build an island to do some shady shit, you can get yourself a different place and do some.
A simple form. Look at those people that have a rare disease and the medicine they need to take like is
Oh my God.
10 grand for one pill or there was something almost $1 million for one round of the medication or something. If you have money, that's not a problem. If you don't, yeah, then either you die or you get sponsored by other people, or charity or whatever. But
Yeah. It's
Drew said, well, it's free to think about things, but I can't think of anything else. That's a good one, but I have an argument to that. When you're thinking, you have free time, right? You have time to think. You heard the saying, you heard the expression, take time to think about this. If you're wasting time, you're wasting money.
and thinking is free, but that's also limited to your reality. And your reality is shaped by your financial means. So you're limited in your thinking if you don't have the money.
You know, I heard a joke of a lady. It was kind of, I don't think it was funny. It was just, she said, attractive woman. She said, you know, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s, I looked for a man that had a six pack, you know, big shoulders, ripped, attractive, nice car. And that's all I cared about, is that he's going to eat my coochie, right? And then she says, he goes, now that I'm in my 30s, I've realized my mindset has changed a little bit, that I want a man that's got a stomach and a dad bod. He's financially stable. and we're just going to eat food together. He eats, I eat, we eat. That's all I care about. So how women care more about financial stability now than what they did when they were younger.
yeah,
It's
that's the
interesting.
wall. That's the wall, because those other guys don't want that woman anymore. So
That's
yeah,
right. That's
time
right.
to find me a guy that can pay the bills. Yeah,
So it comes down to money.
yeah.
Back to money again. Wow.
Yeah. And wisdom comes with age. So
Yeah, I think if you have it, give it to people that you trust, and then when and trust before you had the money, not during. Like when you said, when you get to 50 million and then you got a bunch of 50 million people around, what you need to do is invest in this. I mean, yeah, you should probably listen to that advice, but hang around for like a year to see what their funds do. You know, I don't think we'll ever be in those brackets, but still, I wouldn't change anybody who I associate with. Because like I said, I've kind of ruled those out already.
yeah.
Friends by money.
Oh. When
Money
I do
can't buy
win
love.
on Friday, I'll have you sign some contract, an NDA. I think I
Nice.
should be okay.
I got a subject I want to talk about. I've bit my tongue long enough. It's changing lanes a little bit, but it's fine. So vape products.
Okay.
No, you don't want to talk about it?
I'm interested. I'm very interested in this.
So I bit my tongue for a long time. I tried to keep a low profile, not a low profile, but tried to stay on the other side of the fence, like the guy from Tim Allen, where you just kind of look over and you just show their eyes. That was me. But I was browsing the IG yesterday. I think I uploaded a video and it pulled up. I am so sick and tired of all these years gone by saying that you created something and you made this. You didn't create shit. You slapped your name on it to make money. The same people that gave me shit, I'm going to drop names, don't worry about it. The same people that gave me shit for starting Patreon, doing YouTube, I'm about to burn a bridge, but I'll get over it because that bridge isn't even worth crossing. But all the people that, you guys remember when I dropped my YouTube member and people are like, oh, you shouldn't have done this is stupid, you're asking for money for this, that, this. But I was very upfront about it. And then everybody else did it. It's just been a YouTube thing now. If you're monetized, I gotta mute my phone. If you're monetized, you're essentially, it's automatically enabled on your account. I saw that Mike Vapes was dropping another product. And I've gotten along with Mike Vapes for many years. Never had a problem. Now he's just now getting into the Bull Road Bridge. Now, whether or not he was going to do that before, I don't know. I'm not going to talk about our previous talks. All I'm saying is that you're just slapping your name on things to make money. That's what you're doing. How do we feel about this? Is this this is a thing in society? They do the my couch downstairs is designed by Cindy Crawford. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I'm a transgender and I have a vagina.
Yeah, those Air Jordans probably aren't designed by Jordan himself either.
No, I think that's just an endorsement. Okay, so you could say that that's a good business move. It bothers me. Why? Because I designed something. So that bothers me, that when I design something and I put my heart and soul into it and actually make it, like actually design it, whether that's a keychain or a vape or whatever, I make it. But to see somebody that just, and I guess it just doesn't boil down to just him. Everybody else did. It's just that he's really the only one left in the vape game. Everybody else has kind of either went to weed or smoked cigarettes again or whatever. But
it's opportunistic. It's weird that you do it now. I mean,
yeah, I market as tap, by the way.
Yeah.
You're just.
I don't think
it's not like
really
you're
matters
losing any
what
money,
name is
and
on
that's
it.
the next thing too, right? You wouldn't do that if you had money in the game. If you had any, what do they call it, skin in the game, or if it was coming out of your pocket, you wouldn't do it because you know it's suicide. You're gonna lose. Like,
probably kind of people seeing the end, getting near and trying to get every last
Somehow.
penny out of it that they can before it all collapses and they.
I don't want to hear shit, bro. I never went to China. I stood my ground and I stayed strong. You know what I mean? I never, no matter how much money, I could have made so much money off of that generator. Are you kidding me right now? 3,500 of those RDAs made, and they still sell for $250. They were $99.
Sub-ohm coil tank.
I just never did it, bro. Too much integrity. I don't know why people can't have more. I never did it, bro.
Well,
And I could have jumped on that train and this house would be paid for. Over. Done.
Yeah, the problem is it doesn't really get rewarded. Or not enough.
No, you get shit for it.
Yep.
Yeah, money. I get called money hungry. I'm money hungry? Wait, I'm money hungry?
Yeah.
I'm the one not going to China.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm money hungry. Do you hear yourself right now? Okay. You guys remember the dead rabbit? You remember, old boy, how many he sold? What happened to him? He just vanished. Just took all that money. Peace. I mean, it's smart. Just dip. What do you need to stay for? Stop telling people you're coming back, but just go. Just see ya.
isn't it something like they're still using the name, but he doesn't get paid for it anymore?
Well, I don't know. I don't even know. It just says collaboration. I don't even know if he's saying he's designed it, but yeah, obviously he's touting it as his, the Blaze Audio, whatever. I have just so little respect for that. I guess because I'm in that industry, maybe it's a little hypocritical. See how I can admit that. I don't know. I have integrity for my country.
Made in. That does mean made in.
That's not even, like Apple will kind of slyly get you by designed and assembled in California. Yeah, okay. So it's not made here, right? You can't even say that with that product, that it was designed. It definitely wasn't assembled here. So you can't even say designed in California or designed in New York. You can't, because you didn't design it. Yeah? Show me the CAD file with your signature on it.
Yeah,
Your
that's
signature on the CAD file. That's what I want to say.
It's not even that it's made in China or somewhere else, or not made in America. It's you didn't make it.
You put your name on it.
Yeah,
But people do that in other fields, though. It's not just that. People do it with the couch. Cindy Crawford didn't do this shit. Tell me Cindy Crawford was like, yeah, this couch looks good here. This cushion. Come on now.
Well, I can see that happening. Them giving her X amount of fabrics and shapes as it goes, I like that color and I like that shape. There you go, you designed it. We'll put it together, don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. But then
I
you're
would
not
call
going to
that
tell me that the
designed it.
people that actually design couches, that actually design a couch, aren't like, that bitch isn't a designer. This is a designer. Like Gucci is a designer. Chanel is a designer. Cindy Crawford is not.
Willing to bet she didn't sit down with a bunch of paper and a pencil and start drawing.
No.
Yeah, but let's all agree, signed off by Cindy Crawford doesn't sound as impressive.
No, it doesn't sound as good. Yeah, this is what Cindy Crawford likes. Great. It worked for her Pepsi, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and they, again, yes, mistress, I get it. They do it with makeup. I understand that, but then you can't tell me that CoverGirl, or maybe it's Maybelline, maybe one of those aren't like, you just put your name on it. Like, that's all you did. I have, and we know pride is a bad thing. I am very proud of what I've designed. So to see somebody not design anything and rely on somebody else and then you putting your name on it, I hate to say this, but I get offended by it.
Oh, I could see that. Because they didn't put in the time and the effort.
Did
and
nothing.
They got the gains.
Yeah, and you got the reward. That goes back to the money thing and not working for it. You didn't work for that. And maybe there's that human nature. So now I am right there. You are right, Matthew. I am wrong. There's the human nature.
You think those people that slap the names, that they even use that product off camera?
No. Sure.
Oh, this is camera off. Oh, let me take something decent. Or
Finally, some cigarettes. Oh.
the worst part is if you slap your name on something and it turns out to be shit, like the one dude, not gonna name names, but the one dude that made a affordable plastic, not a billet box.
Oh, Tony B. I'll say the names for you. I got you.
Oh,
Tony
yeah.
B.
And they came out, people had them, and they all started cracking on top next to the 510 nut. Nice. That's good that your name is on that mistake.
That's probably more like a feature, right? To vent out the hot air.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a feature. You just need better marketing.
Feature. Yeah, I mean, Bogan also just like that. Didn't use the ether after he used an ether. Yeah, the RTA. We go all day. It doesn't even fit the way that you vape, man. I don't know. Just posers, man. Just fake ass people. Just fake. How do you sleep at night? On cash? Fair enough.
But the name slap is one thing. And now what I dislike even more is now somewhat high-end companies collaborating with a Chinese company.
Oh, that's been going on for...
Yeah, but that makes me question, was
it ever made
anything
there? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Typhoon.
Sure.
Monarchy.
Yeah, sure. Well, Typhoon, I can confirm that they did have a machine shop in Germany. But, I was looking at that the other day, like this Vapors Cloud, this guy. Someone had asked about it. They wanted it. And I was looking and I was like, wow, when I got that, I was like, that's made in America. That's great. But then I was like, wait a minute. Vapors Cloud makes everything in China right now. They didn't make this in America. Where was this machined in America?
Never did.
All these years, I was foolish enough to believe that you said you were made in America because it's a big thing to say that you're made in America.
not only that, it open up the gate to generate more income, because now you can ask more money for that same product, even though the production cost was way lower. And that is where I draw the line, because that's just plain lying.
Nothing wrong with using someone's name for marketing, but not everyone is a designer. Disagree. I disagree greatly. Nothing wrong with using someone's name for marketing, right? So, but if you have integrity as the person that's putting your name on it, you endorse that product. If you don't use that product, then you're lying. There is something wrong with that. No?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing wrong using somebody's name, yeah. But then that somebody shouldn't say they designed it. Like you said, it should be endorsed by Tony B.
Right.
Not designed by Tony B, because he didn't. That's a blatant lie.
Yeah.
And it's a lie to say that you endorse it because you don't even use it. What?
I mean, it would be exactly the same that I show up and I start promoting Magnum condoms. We all know I can't fill those. So
I don't understand the argument here. What Lance said, do you think Cindy Crawford has a Cindy Crawford couch in her home? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
The cheap shit. She probably has a golden one. Lane.
Every celeb you see on TV is endorsing a product.
Yeah, but they're not claiming to have invented it or designed it or whatever.
You're not going to get through, Matthew. You're not going to get through. You're not. You're not going to get through. The argument is whether or not somebody designed something and you didn't design it. If you say, I want this in orange, that product is made already. You didn't design the color orange. Orange has been around forever. So, or whatever, blue, white, black, you pick a color. You adding a color doesn't make you design it. If you sat down with somebody, if you sat down with somebody and said, okay, this goes here, you're helping design it. So yes, you could say that. You can't say you designed something if you just said, that should come in this fiber and this color. It's already made.
Unless you... Yeah, do you think George Foreman sat there in his garage, start soldering the grill together? Like, let's do this. I want a decent grill for every meal.
Well, remember the Hulk Hogan thing, he was presented with it before George Foreman was, and he blew that train. What was it called? A Hogan meat maker? You should have took that deal. Like, you should... You blew that popsicle stand. That's sealed. That's sealed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of people saying you designed something. I'm not even a fan of people slapping their name on shit. Like, I get it. That's how it goes. NASCAR, Wonder Bread. Like, I understand the marketing side of it. It's let me show. I got something. I got something for you. Hold on. Watch this. How am I gonna do this? We're gonna have to do it this way. I got something for you. This is how you know I am not a promoter. Watch this. So when companies send me things, they usually ask for a draft before I publish it. They say, you got this draft. Before you republish it, can you show us? Because we don't want to see any kind of negativity or positivity. Let me just go ahead and just do this. And then we're going to go over here. And then I'm going to just show you this comment. This is from the bike company that sent me the product. Now, I didn't hide anything. I didn't take certain pictures. We're really sorry about the hassle our product cost you. Our bad. We didn't check things thoroughly. We apologize and promise to step up our game in checking stuff from now on. Thanks a bunch for your feedback. It means a lot. That is from the manufacturer of the company where I showed the defects. And you know what they did? They emailed me last night and said, how can we make this up to you? I said, you could send me the new Cheetah mid-drive. That bike is $2,800. Okay, we will send it.
Nice.
That is what a company should do, and that is what people should do. Granted, I have changed we've discussed this, my approach of not breaking things because it hurt me more than it helped me. But I could still say negative things and point them out and make it a point without breaking it. Other people, you're just promoters. That's all you are. You're doing it for the money. I do it for integrity. I do it because I want a word that means something behind it. These other people, they don't do that shit. These other people that are branding things and putting their name on things, you don't endorse that. You just want the paycheck. That to me, I don't know.
Yeah, like in the vape industry, can you really believe somebody that every next vape they get is the best vape in the world until the next one they get a paycheck for? This is the best now? Nah. That's one of the biggest rip. I mean,
Please. I don't even want to get into rip. That's not even a promoter. That's just a
walking commercial.
Cartoon.
So would it be better if there was worded consulted by Tony B or consulted? If you said consulted, people wouldn't think that it's a word play. If you're saying design, it's the same thing that Apple does. Apple does it to everybody. I love Apple products, but they're not made in, well, some of their products, are made in America. But they play with your mind. Designed in California, assembled in California. Now, when you think of the word assembly, you think of made. That's where it's made. No. That comes over here on a ship, and someone in a factory in California puts it together. That was made in China. So I'm not saying that stuff made in China is bad, vape-wise. Unless it's a disposable, it's usually got flaws. Again, I've discussed this so many times. When I have anybody on this panel, I'll just ask the people on the panel. When have you ever bought something brand new? It could be something from a dollar store. And you open it up and there's scratches on it. When? Give me one example. One. Just one.
Never.
When have you ever bought a TV and the corner of the TV was cracked?
Or fingerprints on it.
Or fingerprints on it? Never.
You would also
The vape industry in China is the epitome of trash. It is garbage. Disposables is the only thing they've done right. Changed my mind, bro. I've been doing this shit for 8 years. 8 years.
Also, if you buy a new TV and the corner is missing, you're gonna be like, come pick this back up and give me another one because this is not. If there's a scratch on a mod or
You can, even a phone. What if you ever open up a phone, there's fingerprint or hair inside of the box?
Nope.
Never.
Cookies.
Or a cookie.
Could it be because it's such a mass market? And
Or could it be
as
is
a
that
whole
people
is
just
still a
found a
niche
way to
market?
make money? And
Yeah.
let me just do this. And who gives a shit what it comes with?
Don't give
People
a
are gonna
crap
clean
about it.
People- What other thing do you clean before you use? Even a towel that goes on your body and in your vagina. What other things do you buy that you use that are brand new that you're like, let me watch this before I use it?
Well, the only
Go
thing
hit me.
I
What do you
would-
got?
The only thing I would wash before I would use is like if I get new plates or new forks or knives, I wash them before I use them the first
Or
time.
drink container. Like
Yeah, or a drink container or glass or something. New
Okay.
glasses to drink out.
Anything-
That's the
Or a
only thing I
pot
can
or a
think of.
pan.
Yeah.
Or a pot or
Yeah,
a
I
pan.
clean it off.
Okay, I don't do that. If I get a plate, I'm looking at it like this plate is fresh as shit. I'm going to use this.
Well, it's
A knife?
supposed to be clean.
Same thing with the knife. But I got expensive. Like, you see my silverware. I got 316. My silverware ain't
they're
no
clean.
mess around. Yeah, trust me. There ain't no fingerprints on that. But I didn't clean it. I think I still have a spoon that's brand new. Those extra large spoons that nobody knows what they're for. You think it's a salad spoon, but then it's not because it has no like spears at the end of it. So it's just a large spoon. I've never cleaned that, but I'll use that for some mashed potatoes.
Yeah. I'm just saying. that's
Toothbrush.
what
I
do.
don't clean toothbrushes either. I just put toothpaste on it. I never clean a toothbrush brand new. I can't name anything.
no, you don't.
That's going in your mouth.
Yeah, and you just take it out of the package and you trust that it's sterile.
Yeah. Should be the same thing with vapes. Should be able to open it up, put it in your mouth, it's clean. Same thing with silverware. You just
Well,
do it because you have OCD.
We've all seen the product testing of those vapes that somebody just next. So
That's probably fake.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I especially in the vape industry, it really irritates me because these people, they're just trying to make money. That's it. They're doing it in a shady way, saying you designed it. That's all.
Yeah, but there's no accountability. Well,
Zero. I'll be the bad guy and call them out. That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'm just better than you.
Yeah. Would be nice that the community would give something back.
Oh, they did
Instead
give it
of-
back, though. They watched me. That is giving back.
Okay.
Yeah, if you watch me and you follow, I can't tell you how many messages I got last night. Hey, Jeb, I've been following you for a couple of years. Hey, I'm a follower. I've been watching you from Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia? Is that not a country anymore? Didn't they separate? Isn't it Czech Republic and Slovakia are two totally different countries now?
They're
Okay,
separated.
so you've been watching me since what?
and that's
How?
almost every single one of them start with I've been watching you for years. There are even people that have been watching you since before you were doing reviews.
Oh, yeah,
Amazingly
2014. I've been watching you for 10 years. Really? Where?
That's creepy. That's
Are you
creepy.
Are you my neighbor? Where did you... How you see me for 10 years? Wow. Shit.
I've been watching you since you were active duty. Just
Nice.
stalking
Nice.
you.
Nice.
Just waiting. When is this guy gonna start the vape reviews? Like, Jesus Christ, it's been 2 years following you and not a single video upload. What is this?
Or what I like is, hey, man. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Listen. Recently, my wife passed away. And I've been falling on some really hard times. I went back to smoking cigarettes. I've been looking at getting back into vaping, and I see you have a lot of stuff on that wall that I would love to have, and that would encourage me to vape more. So if I had to pick one, I'm not going to be picky, but if I had to pick one, it would be the Vicious Ant Spade 21700 with the DNA in it, with the blue doors. But again, I'm not being picky. And I've just been really sad with my wife, and now I'm alone, and I'm about to get divorced to my second wife. So if you could send this would just be, it would be that more meaningful and impactful to me. What's your address?
Would end all of my problems. One free vape thing from you. Of course,
Maybe
coils,
some free
battery.
coils, maybe a couple of bottles
Throw a
of
bill in
juice.
there for me too, and then when you're done with that, send it off shipping.
Yeah.
I'll
Could you
watch you
sign the
forever.
coil?
Yeah, can you sign coil? Can you sign the Lost Vape box and the vape? Oh, now you want the Lost Vape one? Yeah. If I had to pick two, it would be the Centaurus.
Not
I
picky.
can't help but to respond to them. Like that's my human nature, is respond and get more information, because this is like a living soap opera for me. Go ahead. Just keep telling me how much better my life is than yours. You're just building me up. That's all you're doing. I know it sounds cold, but just keep
People
telling me how
asking-
shitty your life is.
People answering in the comments. Gift? Question mark.
Yes.
That's my response. Yes. I can have any mod. Yes.
What can I get for $30?
True story. I'd have to go through we'll do it like in vocals or something. There's a guy that asked me in the very beginning, November 14th, was like, this mod, blah, 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 can I have it? I said, yes. Yesterday sends me a message on Facebook. Did you send it? You never gave me an address. How would I send it to you? You remember that one guy that was in Crowdcast and was like, "Yo, I'm waving. Do you see me?" And I was like, "This is a phone call. How would I see you?" Do you remember that? What do you mean? I'm waving. Do you see me and my son? No, we're on a regular phone call. There's, yo,
Or the ones that go like, Jay, wait, you know me. 5 years ago on that review, I commented something on there, so you know me.
love that one. Love that
We're,
one.
we're all bros. I mean,
Love those.
hmm,
Love those.
yeah, nice.
Remember that time when I came into the shop and bought that one bottle on a Tuesday? It just stopped raining. You remember?
Yeah, you might remember it because that's the only time you came by. But no, I don't remember you at all. So the other day, someone sent me a picture, and I immediately knew who they were because I remember taking that picture. I got a good memory. But other than that, like if you don't have any proof that we met, and why, if we met, does that automatically entitle you to something? Why does that work that way?
I talked to you. I gave you my time.
Better, even better question. All those people who know you so well are such big fans of yours, and have followed you for years. Where were they before the wall?
Even a better question to follow up with that is, why did it take you 3 videos if you watch me all the time? 3 videos to the 3rd video you actually messaged me. If you watch me all the time, you would have done it on the 1st video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, my wife.
And I should
sick,
reward
and I
you
lost
because
my
you
kids
watch me.
Okay,
I lost my
help
wife,
you?
and I forgot where I put the kids. I lost them too. I checked every cupboard. I don't know where they are.
Can you send me the video?
It's a mindset of I watched you, so I helped you get where you are now.
Oh. So what about the people that actually give me money, though, and help me buy my house? What about those people? Like all the patrons
are
and the
idiots.
donators?
Those
What
are
about
idiots. Those
They're
are
idiots.
idiots.
Yeah,
Oh.
they kiss your ass.
Hey.
So it's better. So you're doing me one better by watching me.
Yeah,
Yep.
because it's selfless. These people just want to give you money. That's just selfish. I just watch you just to watch you. That's selfless.
I've watched all of your reviews. Oh yeah? Are you a YouTube member? No. Well, then you haven't watched all of the reviews either.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. You watch them all? Because there's like 40 behind a paywall. You watch them all? Yes. Okay.
Such a big fan. Do you still have the shop?
Yeah, remember that guy's
driving around
comment?
years.
He was like, the recent one was,
Yeah.
oh man, it's so sad to see the shop is going down right now.
What?
Bro, it's been 3 years. I did a whole video on YouTube of me taking the stickers off and I went to then I went to electric scooters. How are you just now finding out, aside from me telling you that the shop doesn't exist? You don't watch me. And even if your argument was that you watch me, that is rewarding, you clearly don't watch me. So it's not rewarding.
Yeah, but,
Hey, man,
but you have to
how's that
understand,
yellow
Jay,
car?
I got involved in a messy divorce. The wife took the YouTubes. I had no access to YouTubes. She took the whole YouTube with her. And now I have a smartphone and I can watch you again. So I'm catching up.
Nice. Nice. I just gotta reevaluate, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
And they keep doing it.
Yeah, it's nonstop.
Despite
Last night, I don't know, maybe it was shared somewhere. Last night I got 48 messages or something on Facebook.
that's another thing.
Just
People-
before the holidays, so people can ask for free shit and give it away as a gift.
But that's another thing that becomes annoying. People don't read and people don't take instructions. I mean, the one video you did, go to the link. It was pasted like this big over your face. Go to the link. Go to the link.
No, We see
Can I
that
have
with every
a comment
release.
below?
So
Can you
That goes
send me
back
link?
into the poor people, right? So it goes back into poor people. You think there's any rich freeloaders?
Probably.
You think so?
what?
Yeah, I think some rich people can be very, what's the word?
Frugal,
Not when
but
it-
then no, that's
frugal.
not what. No. I'm because you're still spending money. You think that there's rich freeloaders? Like when I'm saying freeloaders, okay, we're not talking about you're a celebrity. You go in, you get a Lamborghini for free. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm
Oh, no.
saying where they go around looking for free shit.
I don't think they go looking for it, but I'm willing to bet that suddenly you have a lot of money, you are a celebrity, that you automatically would get
Sure,
more
agree.
free shit. Yeah.
Agree. Yeah.
But
They're
I
gonna
don't think
like
they go
Hermes
looking
is gonna
for
give
it.
you a bag, and that's smart. That's smart marketing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Don't say that they designed it. Make a name for yourself to where you don't need a platform. Now in sports, I could see it because it helps you jump higher, all that nonsense. But if you're like a celebrity and you give them a Hermes bag, yeah, that cost you whatever, $1 million, and it didn't cost you that. But either way, that's promotion for you, so it makes sense. But I don't think that rich people go around into a restaurant and expect a free meal. Even if you're known, I don't think so. I don't think that Bill Gates expects he walks into he's gonna get it, but let's just say he goes into a Red Lobster of all places to get he's on a whim, wants some seafood on the quickness. I know you guys don't have Red Lobster. A lot of people in America look down on it. They're like shitty seafood. I love Red Lobster. But it's like a restaurant that has seafoods. I don't it doesn't matter. But you best believe that if Bill Gates went in there, that meal's not gonna cost anything. No way.
We have some royals who tried to pull that and got into trouble once for it. But they're used to it as well.
So
A, a
so
prince.
royalty. Okay, that's
Yeah.
rough though. That's rough
different.
And
because
they're well off. And he went into was it bakery, John?
Yeah.
He
Bakery.
went to the bakery and he wanted to walk out with the cakes and whatever he ordered, wanted to walk out without paying. And he went like, hey, you, what are you doing? Oh, I'm him. Yeah. And it was the wrong baker. And I don't care who you are. You're going to pay.
and what
So,
happened to the prince? Did they was it negative towards the bakery guy or the prince guy?
No, negative towards the prince guy. They kind of expected it. It's like you can be delivered to the court is a wrong term.
No, that's a direct translation. You're exclusively delivering your goods to the court,
Yeah.
to the king, and then you get extra, recognition of that.
Yeah. You can put
and
the
it,
title on the title
Yeah.
and you can do the little crown because
Oh,
it's
that's
a quality
cool.
label.
Yeah.
It's
That's cool.
it's-
That's cool. So, but to the answer to the question, you don't think people do it, like rich
I don't-
people or
I
wealthy,
don't think
wealthy.
so. No. I don't think so. I do think if it depends. I do believe there's two brackets. If they have been given the money or they worked for it. I believe the people that worked hard for it, like a Bezos or a Musk, to get to a certain level, that they would still try to bargain about prices. Even for their company to get parts, they started their business up and I think they would bargain. Not like lowball, but what's the best price to get certain stuff? They would probably buy not one TV but 20, so they would try to get some discount because
I'd say
it's not like
I'd say some rich people would even try more to get stuff for free than just your average working Joe.
I don't.
Not saying all of them, but I'm saying there's bound to be some who are even worse than a regular working person.
No way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe. I understand the frugal part because you got to where you are by saving money or investing money. I get that, but I don't know about free shit.
Yeah.
I think that's a
I don't see
privilege
that.
of people that don't have money. But you would think that if you don't have money, the last thing you would be doing is vaping.
Yeah.
Because that's
That's
going
why.
to cost money to maintain that. Yeah,
That's why they.
that's not a need. That's a want. That's
True. But there's how many rich people can you can you name that actually smoke or vape? Not many.
that would be tough because they wouldn't want to show that as that's a negative connotation towards them.
Mm.
So to
There's
find
some that publicize it. Schwarzenegger smokes cigars, expensive ones, not cheap as cigarettes. Tate smokes cigars as well, very expensive ones, because then it fits that lifestyle.
yeah, but that's different though. Cigars is like a level of exquisiteness. They're disgusting as shit, but people,
Yeah.
that's a level of.
well, they smell great. They
There's
just don't
nothing
taste
like
right.
pulling out a cigar from Cuba that's 20 grand, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna burn this now. You know, like that is, I got money that I'm gonna shove in my asshole and flush down the toilet. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what the cigar says to me. That's interesting though, the cigarette smoking and celebrities. There has to be some. There has to be.
Yeah, probably. But
You just
few
don't
in
see it.
between because I think they also have the mindset. Maybe that's also a correlation between how many poor people that smoke and how many wealthy people that smoke. Because it's
Oh, that's it. Oh, that answer is easy. That's poor people.
yeah.
That's that. It's you're doing it on something you don't want, you don't need, but you want. You're not
Yeah,
buying a
and also the
necessity.
mindset. Now you're wealthy, your life is great. You want to extend your stay as long as possible. You start eating healthier. You start maybe exercise because you want to be here because you have a pretty nice lifestyle. You have some jet skis. You have a yacht. You want to enjoy that.
Yeah, you appreciate life more.
Yeah,
Thus why you'd be less. Thus why you'd be less negative.
and less toxic.
Go ahead, Matthew. What?
Well,
He doesn't
yeah.
agree.
What?
Health, doing stuff that's healthy or not doing stuff that's unhealthy in richer people or stars. I think there's a lot of white power that goes through those
What? I'm sorry. Did you say white power or white powder?
white powder.
Oh, I think you said
Thank
white
God.
power. Like.
No.
We're
no.
getting canceled.
That's another
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, okay. Because you went like this, and then you said white. Okay. All right. I got it.
so
White
why,
powder.
why wouldn't they smoke? Why wouldn't they smoke?
Powder.
I would think rock stars, they smoke cigarettes. I don't know about celebrities. That's tough. I'm interested as to what mainstream rappers, whatever, singers. I
Thing
know
is,
there's some
celebrity.
fashion designers that still smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, but
All the way.
celebrities nowadays, you don't see them just walking around in public.
You can't, bro. You can't. You
So
blame them? You blame
no,
them for
but
sitting home?
how are you gonna know if you see that celebrity walking by every day and is smoking a cigarette because it's normal? Then you can say, but the public appearances, they're probably gonna watch out
Yeah,
what they're doing.
society is very judgmental as to how someone looks, being obese. You know, what's his name? Jonah Hill got all that shit from being a chubby monkey. Then he lost all the weight. Then he gained it back. Then he lost the weight. Then he gained it back. Same thing.
And then
Yeah,
people,
Johnny Depp smoked cigarettes. I've seen Johnny
Yeah.
Depp smoking cigarettes out of the courthouse. He don't give a shit.
it's like Adele. She was well set. Then she lost. The people were on her case because she was a little chubby. Then she lost weight, and people were on her case because she was too thin. Then she got the weight back, and people were back on her case because she was chubby again. I mean,
You can't win, bro. People are so judgmental. Ad hominem. Ad hominem, man. Ad hominem.
yeah.
To the
Yeah.
person, yeah.
How's my singing though? I might look like shit, but I sound like an angel. So. Ad hominem. Ad hominem.
At a certain point, I think you just turn it off. There's no way you actually go on the internet and look at what people say.
You think
Why would you
celebrities
care?
watch their own movies?
No,
Really?
no. I
Premiere.
don't think so. Maybe once at the premiere, yeah.
You don't think
'Cause
what
they're-
they too condescend? Like, why not?
No idea. Maybe
You
it's
don't
awkward
think-
for them as well.
You don't think that Vince Vaughn watched himself in Hacksaw Ridge?
Maybe. I know Johnny Depp doesn't, and I know Tom Cruise doesn't.
Really? They've said it. They don't like.
Yeah, they don't watch their own movies.
I can understand
So
why.
would it be? Why wouldn't you? Is it weird?
Yeah. I don't even watch these back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't understand why not. Are they boring to you?
No, they're not boring.
No.
It's
It's
just
so awkward to watch yourself.
hear yourself and watch
Also-
yourself.
Okay, so then,
Ooh.
so then I must be extremely cocky.
No, confident. I wouldn't say cocky, confident.
But you would think that an actor would be everything, including confident, because he could get up there and do that.
Yeah, you would think so. But
Well, you kind of have to, right? Because you edit stuff and everything, so you're used to seeing yourself on a
Yeah,
a
Brie
review
was
or
like the
something.
same way as you guys. She didn't like seeing herself, like even in a sexy video. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm talking about. She
Yeah.
didn't like seeing
Yeah.
herself, but now it's. I think once you do it enough, you get used to it, and you're just like,
Used to
okay,
it.
yeah, I know what I'm about to say right now, so I'm gonna just cut this out. You know, yeah. So I don't see a problem with watching your stuff. I don't know. If I did a movie, I'd play that shit on rerun, because I'll be like, that took me 9 days to do this one scene. So the fact you get to see it in 10 seconds, yo, this is gold. I should get an Oscar for this shit.
Jay will be the person that gives you his own DVD on your birthday. Like, I got you my movie.
Yeah,
for your
my movie
birthday.
signed.
Be
Well, that's
crazy.
a nice
When-
gesture. That's
We're gonna
nice.
watch it right now. We're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. It would be like, what? You don't think singers listen to their own music either?
No idea.
Well, they probably have to.
Yeah, multiple times.
I mean, well, they're hearing themselves sing the song. So-
That's still different than watching. That's watching you live perform or just hearing your voice recorded.
That's also weird.
Yeah, it's still weird. I agree. Need to get over it.
On stage.
What is that?
Oh, Jason, I hate watching myself on stage.
Oh. I don't know. If I was an attractive woman, I'd look at my own pictures. I'm just saying, I would. I'm like, I could do something different with my vagina in this picture. I could
Make it-
probably fix this bra. How do you know to correct yourself if you don't look and watch back yourself to YouTube?
True.
How do you know what you're doing wrong if you don't take time to learn?
I should diddle this in a different way so it's more.
Right?
Yeah.
You'll never know unless, because I'm not going to correct you at that time. So you might look at it and be like, wow, I could have been more open there. Maybe you not watching it is condescending. No?
That worked.
It was
I
funny.
could have been more open there.
Yeah, no, what? No, no, not vagina pictures. No, I'm talking about like, no, man. I'm
Put my
talking.
leg.
Come on, was right after the diddle comment, so there couldn't be
Oh,
more
I
than
get it.
that.
I get it. Yeah. No. No, I'm saying like instead of maybe it's you not wanting to watch it is you condescending because you think you're perfect. You don't need to see the corrected version.
Oh no, definitely
No,
not.
no, no, no.
Definitely not.
You get the heebie-jeebies from watching yourself and hearing
Yeah.
yourself. That's all.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
that.
Like what? Like what? You feel because you said something wrong or you sound weird?
No, it's icky. I don't know. It's. Ugh. Nope.
It's icky.
Really?
I think a lot of people have that. Can we get
Not
an age
anybody
for
on
it?
YouTube because
Everybody?
you have to edit your own videos, so you better get
Yeah, but
used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it because that's why I said you edit, so you get used to seeing yourself over and over again on video on the screen. But if you don't, no, it's weird. And because it is weird, you don't do it, so you don't get used to it. How many people here in chat would have the same thing, would not like themselves on audio or video to see themselves back again?
The question could be easily answered by just going into a vocals and see what turns on the camera.
Yeah.
Well, that's still different. That's still different because, no?
A
Yeah.
lot of Tony said he wouldn't want to hear himself. Lance doesn't want to hear himself.
Spade listens to the outside of societies again, and yet he still can't help himself from saying at the end of the day. So it's not working.
So change it, Lance. If you don't like the way you sound, go deep. What's
higher.
that guy? What's the guy? Gilbert Godfrey doesn't sound like that in real life. That high pitch. Then change your voice. If you don't like something, change it.
You can always go more nasally.
You said it.
Oh,
you
God.
said it last week. You said it last week. What are you talking about? You said it in the last stream.
What? Which
said
one?
it.
It is what it is.
And then at
Oh,
the
at
end
the
of
end
the
of the
day.
day. Yeah, he said in the last stream. He did.
Yeah.
Free.
You can change.
Maybe
it, John.
rewatch it again. Maybe
You
rewatch
can
it.
change your southern accent because I had a really bad southern drawl. You could change it. You could change it. With anything and consistency, you could change it. Anything. Your income, your impoverished level, your personality, your looks. With anything and keep doing it, it'll change.
Yep.
We need to get over it, Matthew.
Nope.
So it
I'll
is
see.
what it is?
It is what it is. At the end of the day,
Okay.
if you live in glass houses, you should rewatch the stream.
If you live in glass houses, you should probably hold two birds in your hand while throwing a rock in a bush.
Yeah, right.
No. If you live, it's this. If you live in a glass house, you can see the entire neighborhood. That's
Nice. So just right to the point. Got it.
Yeah.
You have zero privacy.
that's-
Got it.
You have to
Well-
turn out the lights before you videotape yourself to improve.
So you can't see shit. I think it's fascinating that you guys can't rewatch it.
Oh no. Even the shorts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I even have a problem. I've started doing it because it's statistics,
That's
right?
so
And
weird.
numbers. I even have a problem. I even feel weird when I like it.
What do you
So
mean?
I will go in and put a like in it, but that even feels weird.
What, liking your own content?
Yeah, like this, I will put a thumbs up. I will do a like, but that even feels weird because you're in it and it feels like you're patting yourself on the back and oh, look at him.
But what's the difference of you doing that versus you having money and going to buy a car and then you're proud of yourself for getting the car? There's no difference. You're rewarding yourself for something that you've done.
Mm.
Oh, when you put it like that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say.
Hey, you don't have an
So
argument
when-
to that. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no
Wait.
difference.
inside the
is
dealer
button.
shop and they hand you over the keys, you wouldn't go, "Good job, you," and you look in the mirror like you did this. Good job.
No, but when you get in that car, you're gonna have a big ass smile when you drive out of that lot.
That's
And
true.
so either
That's
way,
true.
it's just a level of excitement, right? If
Yeah.
like Bree might do a handstand and a cartwheel at the dealership, but she would be equally as happy when you drive away. There's no difference if, or you buy a house and you're proud of it. You take a picture and you're like, look at this house I just bought. You show off to all your friends. Is it bragging? No, you're just proud of what you got. So
Well,
True.
you're right.
I
You
don't-
changed your mind.
Good point.
I just went on the and liked and subscribed. So yeah.
okay, that's all that I need. Like, subscribe, and follow.
Yeah, you're this much closer to getting a free mob from that wall.
Just keep
and-
it up.
Just keep it up, champ.
Remember,
One day. One day.
remember to hit that notification bell.
Nice. Follow, subscribe, whatever platform we're on. Follow, subscribe, give me money, and I will be your friend. And when you stop giving me money, I will no longer be your friend. Just put it all out there. See? I just put it out there. Okay. Guys, thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to go eat my lunch. It's 12 o'clock. You guys are beautiful. It was fun. Thank you, Santa, for joining us. Are you going to be coming by to give me any gifts this year?
Yes. Wait. Let me
Check the list.
It's a name slap product. I just feel it.
It's more. Yours is
It's
more
more
than
than-
one page. How is
Yeah.
that? I mean.
Yeah, I've done some dirty stuff. It's fun. All right, make sure you guys every Wednesday, same time, same rhyme, 10, 11 o'clock. Whatever channel you're on, wherever you see me, is where we'll be. Stay beautiful. Thank you guys for joining me.